Hi folks, Tim here, and welcome to Elmendorf Acres. So these videos that I'm going to do now are dedicated to you folks who are young and you want to start your own business, and hopefully this is educational, but what we are calling this is From 8 to 38, the Chronicles of a Young Entrepreneur. And these are stories or experiences that I have had in the last 30 years now of starting out with my business as an 8-year-old in my parents' neighborhood, weeding my neighbor's garden, all the way up to where we are now, which is working on and managing over 150 properties in our town, having a full-time employee. Some of the exciting parts of that, or maybe not so exciting parts, depending on how things are going. So what I want to do with this is have it be educational for you as you are looking at starting your own business, and learn from the mistakes that I made, the errors that I made, the things that I did that I knew probably wasn't a good idea and I went ahead and did them anyway, all the way up to the decisions that we've made with the business, which has brought it to where we are now, which is, in my mind, a successful business. It's a lot of work, but it's a successful business with multiple trucks on the road, employee, hopefully 2 employees this coming year, but that's where we are now. So I'm looking for it to be informative to you, not boring, hopefully interactive. We do have an email address set up for our YouTube channel. It's elmendorfacres@gmail.com. That's all one word. It's in the description below this video. elmendorfacres@gmail.com. Now, I'm making some of these videos as I'm driving because I have found that some of the best things I've thought of are while I'm driving. So being able to document and talk to the camera while I'm driving allows me to put things down on paper, as it were, without actually sitting at the desk and doing it. So it's a good time that as I drive from job to job, from property to property, I can hit play on the camera, record a few minutes of video, and put some good information out there for you folks who are new, starting your business, or maybe you're older and you're retiring from your first career and you want to start a business. I would like these videos to also be educational for you. So I'm going to try to talk to all ages the best that I can, and bear with me as I'm learning how these cameras work and the best way to interact with them. Today's video is going to focus on what to me is the basic idea of making your business work. So anybody who has their own business will tell you it's hard work. There is no getting around that. It is hard work. Now, I love what I do. I really enjoy what I do. I love what I do. I wouldn't trade it for anything at this point. But it's a lot of work. You know, a couple nights ago we had some snow. I was out till 4:30 in the morning plowing snow, and earlier in the week I was up at 3:30 in the morning plowing snow. So it's not easy. It's not a cakewalk. It's not easy money, which is what some people have told me they think it is. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of investment. It's a lot of dedication. So that's what I want to focus on today, is the hard work and the dedication required to make a business work. And I'm going to steal this quote from someone. I have no idea who said it, but failure is not an option. That is one of the many mottos that I may have for the business. But for today's video is failure is not an option. So when you go out and you decide you want to start your own business, take that motto and run with it. Give it everything you have, because if you give it everything you have, I would almost guarantee that you won't fail. If you kind of give it half, you know, you give it a half effort, you don't give it a whole effort, your heart's not in it. If your heart is not in it, it will not work. Your heart has to be in it. Hopefully you can tell from this video, this is something I'm passionate about. I love to work. And maybe that's unusual for some of you folks to hear that from somebody my age, but I love to work. I absolutely love it. I go crazy sitting at home doing nothing. Even though it's with my family, you know, I play with the kids, I sit and talk with my wife, we have dinner together, we go on vacation together, whatever the case may be. After a while, unless I'm working, I start going crazy. So that's the way I'm wired. Not everybody's wired that way. I'm also very goal-oriented and driven. So if I set a goal, I feel the need to meet it. Even sometimes if it's a stupid goal or one that seems that it's just impossible to reach, I still strive to reach that goal. So what I want to focus on again today is, you're going to start your own business. You're watching these videos hopefully to learn a little bit about that. Know how much work it is going into it. Don't think that it's going to be easy. Don't think that this is easy money. Don't think of it like that. To me, that's the wrong mindset going into it. Know that no matter what job you do, no matter what profession you do, whatever profession you choose, whatever job you choose, wherever you end up in your life, know that it's work. It's hard work. But just because it's hard work doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, our work varies anywhere from me sitting on the mower for 10 hours a day, which physically is not necessarily hard work, to splitting wood, dragging brush, cutting trees, cutting firewood, plowing snow. Again, plowing snow, it's not hard work, but it's very tiring mentally. Hours and hours in the truck. So there's so many different variations of work. I can really only speak to what I do or what I've done in the last 30 years of my life. I want to be very clear on this point. No matter what you choose as your profession, no matter what your job title is, no matter what you end up doing in your life, whether it's for 5 days, 5 months, or 5 years, or maybe 50 years, whatever it is that you end up doing, if you give it your all, and I mean that, I sincerely mean that, if you give your work the dedication it deserves, you will excel. Whether it is weeding your neighbor's garden, whether it's splitting wood, cutting trees, logging, plowing, mowing, law enforcement, emergency services of any kind, fire department, rescue squad, EMTs, paramedics, firefighters, no matter what your profession is that you end up choosing, you need to give it your all. And that is just so important. But if you give them the dedication that those jobs deserve, you'll excel. That's no different than weeding a garden or plowing a driveway or cutting firewood, or as a 10-year-old going next door and, you know, weeding your neighbor's tomatoes or shoveling their walk for them. If you give it the attention it deserves, the dedication it deserves, and you're willing to work hard at what you're doing, you will excel. No matter what you come across, you will excel. And that's what I want to get out there today. It doesn't have to be easy. Even if people tell you it should be easy, it doesn't have to be easy, and it probably won't be easy. Some people look at us now and say, well, yeah, you're making easy money because you're just mowing lawns all day long. Okay. You can think that, that's fine. There's a lot of work that is not seen behind the scenes. So I want to speak quickly to hard work and dedication, because those are two things that will put you out in the front of the pack when you go for a job interview, when you're maybe leaving one job to take a job somewhere else, or if you're going for a promotional interview. So if you're willing to put hard work and dedication into whatever your job choice is or your profession is, you will excel. And you know what? You might have to do a job that you don't want to do. You may have to support your family. And because you're supporting your family, you have to take a job that you don't really want to do. You know, there's a lot of jobs out there that even in the landscaping field, I don't really want to do. It's not something that I necessarily enjoy. You know, my favorite part of landscaping is not weeding the gardens. My favorite part of landscaping is not dragging the brush after I get done pruning. But that is all a necessary part of doing this job and doing it properly, taking pride in your work, and working hard. If you work hard and you give your job dedication, I'd almost be willing to guarantee you will succeed. If you are young entrepreneur out there wanting to start a business, understand how much work it's going to take to go into it, to make it work, and understand the devotion and the commitment that you need to make to this business and to yourself to make the business work. Now that's very, very important to me. That amount of dedication and that amount of commitment is not an easy thing to do. And I don't want to depress anyone or talk anyone out of starting their own business. That is certainly not my goal here. But I want you to have a real understanding of what it takes to start your own business, to be successful, and a couple of the basic keys to make sure it happens and make sure it works for you. And again, to me, the two most basic items are almost one: hard work and commitment. And that will ensure that your business or your profession will succeed. And when people know that you are willing to work hard and that you're committed and you're dedicated, they look at you differently. You might be 12 or 13 or 14, or maybe you're 18 or 20, and you're going for an interview in your late teens for a job that usually should go to somebody that's older than you. But if you can show and explain your years of dedication and commitment to whatever you did before, that will have a huge impact on your job interview. You know, if somebody came to me to a job interview at our company and I sat down with them at 18 years old and said, what experience do you have? And you told me that at 14 you did all these different things, and 15 and 16 and 17, and that's what led you to my door at 18, I would look at you a lot differently than somebody who's 25 or 26 who's floated around for a long time with no real direction in life. So for you young folks out there, hard work, commitment, dedication, and with that, you can make it happen. That's all I have for right now. This is the first of quite a few videos that we're going to be doing, but this one is definitely hard work and dedication. And I look forward to, in our next video, talking about goals, how to reach them, and the way that I see goals and the way that I reach my goals. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for watching from 8 to 38, the Chronicles of a Young Entrepreneur. If you enjoy these videos, please like, please subscribe, share them with your friends. And if you have a topic in the entrepreneur world that maybe I could talk about on these videos, please email me at elmendorfacres@gmail.com. I'll leave a link for that in the description of this video. It's elmendorfacres@gmail.com. My name is Tim, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.